Smart Link is where I can start hyper personalizing and do deep research for all my LinkedIn campaigns as well. Now, SmartReach AI is integrated with HeyReach, and on most plans, you do have a HeyReach automation built in. So the first thing you want to do is head over to your settings, and you want to make sure that you're actually connecting your LinkedIn account. And the way that you're going to do that is to go over to your Smart Link. You're going to click Add Account under your settings. It's going to ask you for your LinkedIn email address and your LinkedIn password and your country. It's very important that you make sure that the password is your LinkedIn password, and this is correct. Once you enter that and select Connect Account, it will toggle for a moment, and then it will send an email directly to the email address associated with your LinkedIn profile, and it will give you a PIN, and you will be able to enter in the PIN, click, and then select Enter, and then it will tell you that it is connecting. And once it's connected, you'll see your name for your LinkedIn profile listed here. If you have any connection issues, please contact our support and they will help you, but this should be a seamless integration. Now, once this is done, this means that you are giving permission for HeyReach, which is integrated through SmartLink, to start being able to automate messaging on your LinkedIn account. So now let's head over to SmartLink so you can start creating that automation. So first I'm going to select SmartLink, create a new SmartLink campaign. Again, I have the option to start with my template or start with a new campaign. Start with my template is only if I already have templates created, and start new campaign is when you're starting from scratch and not using a template. So I'm going to go ahead and use a template. Then I'm going to add the name of my campaign, and I'm going to also go ahead and create my messaging, which will as well be doing the deep research here as well with the prompts that are in the brackets. Now, when you're writing a LinkedIn message, it's recommended not to write it like an email. You want to just say, hey, first name. Now, you can choose to have a personalized connection request message as well, but I highly recommend for higher results to just keep the connection request blank. And this will be your message, whatever you'd like to write, again in brackets. So here it says, hi, first name. And then it says, check first name's LinkedIn profile and recent activity for signs of high volume hiring. So actually, I would not close the brackets here. I would say check first name's LinkedIn profile and recent activity for signs of high volume hiring or digital transformation in hospital or healthcare. If none are available, scan the company's career page or press updates for open roles in nursing, allied health. Again, I'm giving it very, very specific directions that is not only personalizing, but actually doing very deep research. And here, what a great example of this prompt is that it's also saying, okay, if you're not able to find this information, then this is the default. And again, it's also asking it to give an observation about their role that is connected to a clear recruitment challenge, or I can add a short reflection under 15 words that hints at impact or opportunity. I'm giving it very big direction here now about the tone. Keep the tone conversational, confident, warm. So again, the more prompting you give it, the better the messaging will be. Whatever is in brackets, you are telling the research AI to do for you. This looks like a very long message, but it's really not, because there's a lot of prompts in here. So once you remove the prompts, you'll see that it's going to be a pretty short message. And again, I would suggest testing it on one or two. You can add different steps if you want to have a few steps in your messaging as well. So if they don't, oops, I just deleted that. I'm just going to type it in here. Okay, if they don't answer the first message automatically, then they'll get the second message, and that's how automation is built. You can upload from a CSV, your list at this point. You can upload from Reply, HubSpot, or your HeyReach, or you can upload from your saved list, which is highly recommended. You already built your list on SmartReach. Let's now pull the list that you would like to focus on. And here I'm just pulling a list, which is only 3 people right now, because I actually really just want to test it first. Again, it's highly recommended to test your prompts to see how it's going to work. Now, this is where the magic of the SmartLink automation works. If you are a HeyReach user, you can literally just go to your settings and enter in your HeyReach API, and you're going to select the HeyReach campaign settings. If you do not have HeyReach and you're using HeyReach through SmartLink, you will then click on the SmartLink campaign. You've already now connected your LinkedIn profile, as I showed you earlier. And now you're going to have the option to say, use LinkedIn's default connection request, which I highly recommend. This means that it will send the LinkedIn connection request that is the default message, okay? That will just say, hey, I'd like to connect into you, whatever LinkedIn's default message is. Or you can say, I'd like to hyper-personalize that. And it will hyper-personalize, and the first message that you wrote is going to be the connection request. But let's select the default. Then you're going to select your profile. If you're on a team plan and you have multiple profiles connected, you can select the profile you'd like to send it from. You also have your settings here. So if you are not a HeyReach user and you're using the HeyReach automation through SmartLink, you have the opportunity here now to set your time zone and to set the day of the week and the times that you'd like your messages to go out. So I don't want our messages to go out on Saturday or Sunday. I only want them to go out on my time zone from about 9 to 7. And so I've saved my settings here. Here you can select your workflow. Workflow is actually the automation direction. So I could say, first I'd like to follow on the first day. Then the next day I'd like to send connection requests. Now this is a drip campaign, and this is all done automatically for you. So for every prospect that you upload, the first thing it will do is follow them. The reason we like this is because the likelihood of them connecting into you will be higher if it looks natural and it looks like you're actually interested in them by following them. And then a day later that you send the connection request, and then a day later you send the actual message. And then if they don't answer 3 days later, you send the next message. Now, if they haven't accepted your connection request, a day later, it'll light bulb their post, and then a day later, it'll like their post. So again, this is a way of doing engagement with you actually not having to go onto each and every person's page and do this. This will all be done for you. One of my favorite workflows is the second workflow. It's a little bit slower. It's a slower drip. So that means first I'm following them, then a day later, I'm liking their post, and then a day later, I'm sending a connection request. This has very high connection acceptance because it really looks very natural. When I see somebody following me and then engaging with my post, the likelihood is that I will recognize their name when they send me a connection request, and then they're going to connect into me. Again, this is all done automatically for you. You could sit back, upload your list. Now, what's very important here as well is that the built-in restrictions of LinkedIn are set here. What does this mean? LinkedIn right now, as of October 2025, their rule of thumb is that you're not allowed to send more than 100 connection requests a week per profile. And if you do, you're at risk of being shut down. Through HeyReach's integration, they have an amazing monitoring system. So it will decide every day, based on how LinkedIn is reacting and based on your engagement, how many messages it should send a day. And it won't send more than 20. Some days it'll do 18, some days maybe 21, for example, but it won't send more than 100 a week. And it will monitor that for you. So you don't have to worry about that. So even if you upload 1,000, you will only be sending out at maximum 100 a week. And sometimes the system will send less if it feels that you're at risk. And that's already preset within SmartLink. So now I have my messaging. I click continue. Also, it will bring me to the page now where it will generate the messaging for me. I can choose to auto upload it to LinkedIn where I don't want to edit it or have the ability. I'm happy with it. I just wanted to testing out 1 to 3 messages with the AI prompts that you gave it.